The 1980s was the threshold for female artists in the world of pop and rock. When Cyndi Lauper's solo album, She's So Unusual, debuted in 1983, she became an instant pop icon. In her time, she has 15 nominations and won 1 Tony Award and 2 Grammys. Yet, Lauper's music video began to stand for something stronger than just girls wanting to have fun. Inspired by the civil rights movement, Lauper considers LGBT equality a modern civil rights movement. Her song True Colors off her second album became the anthem of the LGBT community and laid a foundation for later becoming one of the most popular gay icons. In the past 30 years, Lauper has inspired even the most current artists to use their music to stand for something larger. Cyndi Lauper is a prime example of artists using their music to influence activism, specifically in the LGBT community. Growing up in the 1960s, Cyndi Lauper was inspired by the civil rights movement. Not only was the minority standing up for themselves and saying enough is enough, but people in the majority stood alongside them. After Lauper's debut album was a hit, she decided not only to use her platform to create great music, but also to make a change in the LGBT community fighting for equality. After the death of her close friends to AIDS, Lauper wrote True Colors in his dedication and often refers to him as Boy Blue in her songs. Proceeds of the songs also went to AIDS organizations, so he would never be forgotten, along with all the other victims of the terrible disease. Also inspired by her sister Ellen, who is part of the LGBT community, Lauper began and continues to speak at gay parades and rallies, and in 2012 she was the honorary Grand Marshal of the New York Pride Parade. Since, Cyndi Lauper has looked to the homosexual community to inspire and be inspired. In 2007, Cyndi founded the True Colors concert tour, which supports the human rights movement. Lauper shares, "I'm seeing a complete erosion of rights. Things are going backwards, and my response to that is this tour." The concert tour spanned over a year and raised over $2 million for the cause. In 2008, she founded the True Colors Fund, an organization that raises awareness and encourages housing for homeless gay teens. They also focus on the Give a Damn campaign, which simply encourages straight teens to, well, give a damn. Most recently, in 2012, Cyndi Lauper wrote the music and lyrics for the Tony Award-winning musical Kinky based off of the 2005 movie. The movie depicts a struggling shoemaker who turns to drag queens to get his business back on track. The motto of the show, "You change the world when you change your mind." The show caused a controversy, however, when they performed at the Macy's Day Parade this past November.
Here is the cast of Kinky Boots.
People of the world, Tyson Sun proudly presents Lola's Kinky Boots!
Conservatives placed complaints against Macy's for their inclusion of the LGBT community. This didn't stop the show from winning 6 Tonys just a year after the show debuted on Broadway. Lauper has inspired even the most modern artists to stand up for what they believe in, even if it poses a threat to the success of their career. Lady Gaga, another major icon in the LGBT community, was inspired by the courage that Cyndi has to stand up for the civil rights of others.
We must demand full equality for all. They say that this country is free, and they say that this country is equal, but it is not equal if it's sometimes. We need change now. We demand actions now. As a woman in pop music, as a woman with the most beautiful gay fans in the whole world, to do my part, I refuse to accept any misogynistic and homophobic behavior in music, lyrics, or actions in the music industry.
In 2011, Gaga founded her own nonprofit anti-bullying campaign. She also attends numerous gay rallies to which she is honored and often accepts her awards with,
"To God and the gays, congratulations!"
Lauper and Gaga paired up with MAC Cosmetics for the Viva La Glam campaign, which sells lipstick in order to raise money for AIDS.
We're very, very excited to be working with MAC. They've raised over $150 million for the MAC AIDS Fund, and this year, right off the top, because the focus is so much on women now, $2.5 million off the top of the money that we raised from the Viva MAC lipstick is going to go right to women right away.
They raised over $5 million and went on record as the most successful campaign Mac has ever done. 35 years after she became a pop icon, Cyndi Lauper is continuing to leave her mark on the LGBT community and their place in society. Her music has inspired people to embrace themselves and not to be afraid of society's inaccurate judgments. She has made movements in equality not only in the music industry, but also in the lives of each individual member of the gay community.